Since I don't go to in-person school, I stay online and do school on Zoom. I thought being online was very convenient because I could bring my tablet anywhere with me and still be in school. One time when I was on my lunch break, my mom went to get me a taco from Taco Bell because my other option was McDisgusting and God knows that I would rather die than to eat that shit. I went to go get my food from the kitchen and went up to join my class because my lunch break was over. I was eating the taco and all of a sudden my stomach started to boom boom shakalaka grumble bumble. In my head I was just like, I can just bring my tablet to the bathroom with me while I shit. So I did that. I placed my tablet against the wall facing me and I took a shit. The shit literally shot out of my asshole faster than the earth could orbit around the sun. I did the most runny gunny, faster than a bunny, bees making honey. It spent my money. I was far from done me. I wasn't funny. Chubby bunny. Outside was sunny. Extremely smelly. Wiggled like jelly. Traumatized Kelly. Welly belly Nelly. Fly in a heli. Cell phone telly. Scared my cat Shelly. Petroleum jelly. People started laughing but I thought the teacher said something funny. Then the teacher said, Sophia, you had all of lunch break to use the bathroom and you choose to not only do it during class but to also show us all too. I froze for a good 3 seconds because of how embarrassed I was. I fell face first into the floor and left the Zoom and turned my tablet off. I stayed there with my face in the floor for like 3 minutes just taking in what I just did. I didn't go back to school for like 3 weeks. When I decided to go back, people called me Sophia Diarrhea. So when I was in 4th grade, slime was really popular. It was so popular to the point everyone was making it and people would trade their slimes all the time. I was one of those people. I also did YouTube videos and some of the kids from my school would watch them. I basically did slime tutorials and I would sell my slimes for 50 cents. One time I got a comment from this girl named Augusty Musty. She commented on my video saying how she wanted to buy the slime I made. I said yes of course. The next day at recess we both met behind the basketball courts. I brought the slime she asked for and told her that it would cost 50 cents. This bitch said she only brought a quarter. She kept demanding me to give her the slime for a quarter so I had enough. I slapped that hoe in the head with the slime and the slime got stuck in her hair. I started putting more slime in her hair. Then when it was all in there I yanked the slime out. I swear I ripped so much hair out of her head that she looked like an egg. Her hair came out in clumps and it looked like she had lice and fleas. I pulled her hair so hard it made her shart. She pulled the most clumpy, Donald Trumpy, very lumpy, made her grumpy, Humpty Dumpty, smelled like a dumpy, made roads bumpy, made me thinky, it smelled stinky, made the boys winky, marker inky, wanna linky, I ran far, hit her with the car, went to the bar, twinkle twinkle little star, gave her scars, smoked cigars, sounded like a jaguar, went to Mars, shit I have ever seen. She went to the hospital and she turned out to have bowel cancer. Okay, so one time in class it was my birthday and I brought in these cupcakes for everyone to share. There is this one kid who is very allergic to gluten and so I thought I bought gluten-free cupcakes. I was wrong. When we started to eat the kid's face turned green and asked if he could use the bathroom. The teacher said yes but as soon as the kid stood up the most aggressive thick, double-decker brick, do a flip, really hot chick, not so quick shard in the whole universe the window shattered and the sprinklers went off everybody swore they saw Satan outside. The kid sharted for like 5 minutes straight with no breaks. He got the shart all over his chair and all over the walls. Once he was done he was taken to the hospital for how aggressive the shart was.
One sunny morning I woke up in the middle of the night. I sat up and looked around violently, and that's when I felt my finger throbbing. I looked at it and it was filled with a creamy cream so creamy you could churn it for butter. I ran to my mummy's room in slow motion and told her violently, oh mummy, there's something bad happening to my tummy, and she collapsed in slow motion. She got up rapidly and inspected my thumb, and she had fear in her eyes. She put on her glasses and grabbed an old dusty book and said I've seen this only once before. It happens so rarely. I said what could be possessing my thumb with an ungodly cream, and she slammed the book shut. She said we need to go to the hospital right this instant. We sped to the hospital as fast as we could in slow motion. We arrived violently and that's when I got brought out on a stretcher. I was taken to the immediate surgery room and they began operating while I was still on the stretcher. She grabbed my hand violently. Oh mummy, my body is starting to feel numby, and she collapsed in slow motion. I'm not ready to die. The surgery lasted for 17 hours and it finally finished. We were in the waiting room sitting violently when the results came in. My mummy opened the envelope to reveal that it was just constipation cream. My mummy spent the rest of the day wiping my bummy.
Hello everybody, so I don't know if this is just me, but in primary school we used to have this big wooden climbing frame thing. Like, it had ropes and like a ladder rungs so you could kind of climb up it sort of thing. Let me just show you what I mean. Yeah, so that's what I mean, and everybody was always like, oh miss, can we use it in PE or games, whatever you want to call it, and she would always be like, okay, we'll use it next lesson, I promise. And let me tell you, we never used that thing. It literally just sat there like it was a piece of display. Like, that thing never moved and nobody ever touched it, so I don't know what that was about. I'm pretty sure my parents have very selective hearing. I would be there minding my own business, doing my own thing, right? And then I would hear my mom screaming my names from the bottom of the stairs. So I would go like, what? Really loudly. And so many times, but she literally wouldn't be able to hear me. Then I would have to go down and my mom would just be there asking, oh, what are you doing? But when it's like 2 a.m. in the morning and I'm calling my friends, whispering, barely making a sound, basically just breathing, she would already be storming to my bedroom, half asleep, yelling at me to shut up. How does this work?
One time when I was 5 or 6, a teacher found a pair of shitty underwear in the bathroom and all the teachers had to line up their students to find out which kid needed to be sent home. My teacher literally went round the class putting her hand into our pants to make sure we had underwear on. I'm still pretty traumatized from feeling her crusty dusty old woman hand in between my ass cheeks. Anyway, It got to the last kid in my class and my teacher put her hand in his ass, and when she pulled her arm out it was covered in shit. The kid was crying, so was the teacher. One student threw up and I caused a chain reaction and everyone was throwing.
So there used to be this girl in 3rd grade called Emma, and she was the biggest Norris Nut fan. Like, she would sing their songs non-stop like, "Girl, shut the fuck up already." She would wear Norris Nuts merch to school and yell that she was kawaii to the whole school. You woo. Anyways, one day me and my friend group were late to lunch, so the only seats available were the ones next to musty crusty Emma. Since we didn't know anything about her except that she had a Norris Nut obsession, I started talking about how Bubba got stepped on by Daddy Justin. Oh lord, it was a mistake. She started huffing and puffing and suddenly guinea pigs started dropping from the air. The whole school was panicking. It was surreal. Everyone got out of their seats and started running away from Emma. Emma started chasing us in slow motion while singing. Unfortunately, Emma had already caught 3 kids and started feeding them to the guinea pigs. I should have never said anything to her. When my violin teacher was sick, we had a sub. Her name was Obese Denise. Her name fit her perfectly. She came out of the womb looking like a hippo. Anyways, nobody liked this bitch. Neither did the teachers, but she was the only option. She would always pick on students for no fucking reason. She tried to test my limits, so she had the fucking audacity to rip my music paper into pieces because I wasn't playing my violin right. Oh hell no 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 no, this bitch can't even play any instrument. Last time I saw her, she was my art substitute with her painting that looked like it was drawn by a blind rhino's asshole. So I had enough of her fucking bullshit. I slammed her head into the drums. I blew the trumpet in her ear as loud as I could and also kept whacking her in the head with my violin at the same time. I was like, "Shut your bubblegum dum dum cookie crumb, give me some big thumb ice cream cone telephone ringtone garden no macedone collarbone baritone flip phone skin tone Google Chrome saxophone growth hormone beta cake eat cornflakes disco break rattlesnake coffee break bellyache milkshake cupcake fat ass up." I got my things and left the room, leaving her unconscious. I told the nurse that I was sick, so my mom picked me up. I told her what happened even though I was scared, but a miracle from heaven came down and my mom wasn't even mad at me. A weight was just lifted off of my shoulders. She even applauded me for my actions. We went to
Did you steal my flying griffin? No, what? Why would I do that? You stole it! Get back! I didn't scare your flying griffin. Go away. I'm clearly playing Tower of Hell. Then why do you have an iPad? Get back! I didn't scare it! You're gonna make me fall. Go away. Get back! I'm telling Mom! That's what I'm telling Mom! I don't care if you tell Mom. She wouldn't even know what that is. God! And besides, how would you know you're grounded for 2 weeks? You haven't had your iPad. I don't care! Give me the iPad! Get away! That's it! Go, Mom!
All better buckle up because this one's a ride. One day when I was 11, my mom let me use her laptop so I can study for my classes and shit. I got so bored while studying, so I decided to go on some frisky websites. Until this ad popped up. It said, "Congratulations, you've won a free MacBook Pro. Click here to claim it." I thought, OMG, holy shit, I got a free laptop. Now I won't have to use my mom's and she won't have to save money to buy me one. So I clicked claim. It redirected me to a blank page and then everything went frozen. I couldn't click out of it or shut off the laptop and I started freaking out. Not because I thought something bad was happening, no, I was freaking out because I thought someone else was gonna claim the laptop before me. The camera started flashing indicating that it was turned on, and I started hysterically crying because I thought it meant that someone else claimed it. My mom heard me hyperventilating, so she ran into the room in a panic, and she found me slobbering on her laptop while the screen was blank. She ran over and hugged me and asked what's wrong, and that's when we heard a dark, low, demonic voice from the laptop say, "We found you," before it shut off and wouldn't turn back on.
I cannot be the only person that relates to this, but whenever you're doing PE outside at school, oh my god, I'm so girly. Sorry. The teacher's like, "Oh, it's not that cold and it's not that hard. Just run the 17,000 miles. Why don't you run with us, bestie? Come on. Just take off your coat, stand up from that wheelie chair, because I might not know how to do it. So you're the teacher, you're supposed to show us how to do it, so why don't you show me, because somehow I just forgot."
All better buckle up because this one's a ride. One day when I was 11, my mom let me use her laptop so I can study for my classes and shit. I got so bored while studying, so I decided to go on some frisky websites. Until this ad popped up. It said, "Congratulations, you've won a free MacBook Pro. Click here to claim it." I thought, OMG, holy shit, I got a free laptop. Now I won't have to use my mom's and she won't have to save money to buy me one. So I clicked claim. It redirected me to a blank page and then everything went frozen. I couldn't click out of it or shut off the laptop and I started freaking out. Not because I thought something bad was happening, no, I was freaking out because I thought someone else was gonna claim the laptop before me. The camera started flashing indicating that it was turned on, and I started hysterically crying because I thought it meant that someone else claimed it. My mom heard me hyperventilating, so she ran into the room in a panic, and she found me slobbering on her laptop while the screen was blank. She ran over and hugged me and asked what's wrong, and that's when we heard a dark, low, demonic voice from the laptop say, "We found you," before it shut off and wouldn't turn back on.
I swear, it can't be just me. You missed one day. of school, and then the teachers let you go home early and it hasn't even been half a day. Ariana Grande shows up to teach your music lesson. There's a massive water balloon fight at lunchtime. All sorts of tea, nothing compared to what you've seen before. Movies in English, along with a school trip to a theme park. You meet famous TikTokers and get their merch for free. And then you never hear the end of the day you missed again.
When I was 12, I used to write sexual stories on Wattpad. This boy named Justin Bieber added me as a friend and he had Justin Bieber as a profile picture and everything. He messaged me and said I was cute and that he was the real Justin Bieber. I believed him and we started online dating and I told everyone at school I was dating Justin Bieber and I showed our messages to everyone every day. He said he wanted to meet up after school in the car park and I said okay. I told everyone he wants to meet me after school and everyone got so jealous. I got to the car park and I see a 50-year-old man wave at me and he called me over. I said, do you know where Justin Bieber is? And he said that he's Justin's dad and that he will take me back to his mansion to meet him.
I cannot be the only person that relates to this, but whenever you're doing PE outside at school, oh my god, I'm so girly, sorry, the teacher's like, oh, it's not that cold and it's not that hard, just run the 17,000 miles. Why don't you run with us, bestie? Come on, just take off your coat, stand up from that wheelie chair, because I might not know how to do it. So you're the teacher, you're supposed to show us how to do it, so why don't you show me, because somehow I just forgot.
I do not understand in the slightest how I can literally be falling asleep, right? I cannot keep my eyes open. But then when I actually get into bed and I want to go to sleep, I can't. I'm all of a sudden not tired. It's like I swear my days are backwards because I don't know how this works. It will take me like 3 hours to properly go to sleep, even though 10 minutes ago I was so tired. Sometimes it might just be the middle of the night and I will just still be laying there thinking about random things. Like how?
Y'all know those popular girls who think they can sing, but in reality they sound like a supermassive black hole? I was paired up with one of them to finish a project, and Miss Girl did nothing. Didn't even type a single syllable. So I had to go out of my way and finish her part of the project. And so today she posts on her Snap story a video of herself singing, Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Bitch, you can go jingle your head into a brick wall. The fuck.
How you doing today? Man, I'm doing good. How about you? I'm all right. Your total gonna be $728. Okay. Matter of fact, let me pay for the person behind me also. I'm feeling pretty generous today. All right, their order is only $2.95. Ooh, bet. Okay, cool. Here you go. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. They adding something else. Okay, the total will be $7.92. Okay, cool. That's not bad. Oh, wait. Never mind, it's gonna be $31.42. Wait, hold on. Why did it jump like that? What else did they get? Wait, never mind. It's $128.48. Wait, hold on, bro. Hold up. What are they buying? Hold on, it just updated again. It's gonna be $2,472.12. Yo, hold up. I can't afford that. Give me back my card. Oh, hold on. They want to add 58,000 chicken sandwiches. Okay, your total is gonna be around $72,400. No, give me back my card. I don't want to pay. Wait, they want to buy our whole restaurant? Okay, so never mind. Your total is gonna be $2,987,000. Give me my card.
Okay, so one time when I was in class I had the very aggressive urge to fart. I was scared it was more than a fart, so I asked the teacher to go to the bathroom and she said yes. I ran down the hallway with my hands on my butt preparing for the worst. I reached the bathroom and slammed the door shut and had the most stinky, slinky, dinky, double-decker Twinkie, extra pepperoni, piggy, sticky shard in the whole world. The walls started to cave in and I'm pretty sure I saw Jesus out the window. The fire alarm went off and everyone was screaming. They thought Thanos snapped his fingers. I screamed in the bathroom sounding like a dying goat. I stopped after 5 minutes and felt like I just killed half the all-known universe myself. One day my teacher announced to the class that we were gonna do a Kahoot. I threw my bag of Cheeto Puffs in the air and screamed because I was so excited. I knew I was going to win the Kahoot. Everyone else looked at me like I was on drugs because of how hyper I was. They all knew that I was gonna win since I had never lost a game of Kahoot before. The game started and I was obviously the first to join. My username was KahootMaster235 of course. Most people joined and so the teacher started the game. Some people didn't join because they knew I was gonna win. There were 15 questions. I was in the lead but when I saw the leaderboard, this kid with the username You're Gonna Lose Sophia89 was really close behind me. Everyone was cheering them on because they wanted to see me fail. I was like oh hell no ratatata that ain't gonna happen. I couldn't lose my streak of winning. I got the 10th question wrong but You're Gonna Lose Sophia89 got it right so they went up to first place and I went to second. I did well the rest of the game and when it announced the winners, I was in fucking second place and they crippled stretched Ed Sheeran cereal box stanky ho brick eating cockastain mama hippo Jojo Siwa on steroids bitch won. Everyone was applauding them and I realized it was Becky Nucky. I decided since everyone was laughing, I let out the most wubble double bubble hubble nubble mubble pubble lubble cubble zubble shit. It managed to make the school catch on fire. Everyone evacuated and everyone was covered in smoke. Everyone apologized to me for laughing at me. It turned out I had bowel cancer and I had to go to the doctor since my asshole had 3rd-degree burns.
Storytime on how my password got leaked onto Roblox. This one day I was on Roblox. I was maybe around the age 7-8. I was in those really catchy games, called like Escape McDonald's or Escape whoever, you know? As I was in all those like games, I'd always join a server with 3 noobs. Not noobs as in bacon hair. Noobs as in yellow, green, blue skin. I didn't think much about it until this one day. I was in one of those catchy games. As I was in it, I made it to this one part of the stage where I saw 3 of the noobs like huddled together in a circle. I was kind of confused, like what's happening, so I was just walking around and like investigating or something. I saw them chatting things. I was like really, really nervous. You will not believe what they chatted. Like for part 2.
Time when I was 9, I was giving my mom a back massage. I was sitting on her back and I wanted to fart, but instead I did a shart and piss combo so wet and stinky your nose would turn into dust if you smelt it. She immediately jumped up and my hot diarrhea splattered all over our brand new carpets. She went and showered and I could hear her crying. When she got out, she made me clean the shit on the carpet with my blanket. She made me sleep with the blanket that night and I was crying in bed. The smell of my blanket was that bad I vomited, and because the pressure of my vomit was so harsh I did another shit and piss combo. I was crying as I rolled around in my filth and my mom came in and screamed when she saw it. She said, how can someone so little have so much shit inside of them? She showered me and she then made me sleep on the couch because she didn't want to risk me sharting in her bed. We then bought a new bed set for me and replaced our carpets.
One day, I was at school. We were in science class and we were making explosions and shit. I was a bit of a rebel in school, so I decided to mix every ingredient I could find into one bowl. I then proceeded to heat it over a Bunsen burner. I now realize that was a bad mistake. It exploded all over the students. It made the school shake, caused an earthquake. Even my teacher, Mr. Bumcrack Shakalak, was covered head to toe in this creamy mess I had created. My head teacher, Mrs. Basila Moldymole, expelled me from school for 1 week. But I said, nah, fuck you bitch. And I walked like a badass out of my school, with a baddie playlist on. I came back to school the next day and everyone was so impressed by me. Every time I have science I am not allowed to participate. The explosion I made that day was as loud as a hippo giving birth. I am now the most popular person in the school and everyone wants to be my friend. Mr. Bumcrack Shakalak wants to be my boyfriend.
So I used to know this girl who would constantly say things like, guys, sorry, I'm so ugly. I just ruined the whole group photo, I'm sorry. And then everyone would automatically comfort her and be like, no, you're beautiful, you shine. And then she would be like, no, but thank you. And she would do the same thing over and over again, trying to get everyone's attention. So eventually I got tired. So the next time she came to me saying, I'm so ugly, I was like, you know what? You are. She was like, what'd you say? And I was like, bitch, if you think you're ugly, I can crop you out of the photo. The fuck do you want me to tell you? I'm not the one who made you look like a woolly
Watch me play TOH while I tell you some bad jokes. They're appropriate BTW. Why did the monkey fall out of the tree? Because it was dead. Ha ha ha. Why can't dinosaurs play basketball? Because they're dead. Ha ha. What smells like paint and is blue? Blue paint. Ha ha. What smells like a dog and has fur? A dog. Ha ha ha.
The most annoying and humbling thing is when you come out of an exam feeling so confident and sure that you knew most of the answers. So like, you know, you're feeling great. You're feeling on top of the world. But then, as soon as you leave the hall and you're talking with your friends about what each other wrote, you realize that you didn't write anything similar to them at all. So you just have to smile and nod, acting like you wrote the exact same thing, but actually, you're slowly dying and crumbling inside.
So y'all remember how PE teachers used to make you run the mile in elementary school? Well boy, do I have a fucking story for you. So I was out on the field running my second lap and my stomach started hurting because my fucking mom decided to buy McDonald's for breakfast. So I asked the teacher if I could go to the bathroom and that bitch ass Trump gorilla looking motherfucker said no, so I just kept running and prayed to Michael Jackson that it would go away. So I'm on my third lap and I have to fart. And on God I pulled a Nessa Barrett. So much shit came out that I could literally make a 4-course meal with it. And a chocolate fountain for dessert. I was about to fucking cry. Obviously I wasn't gonna tell my teacher that I shit myself, so I just said I felt like I was gonna throw up. So I go to the clinic literally holding my hands on my ass so nobody would see my shit. When I get to the clinic the nurse tells me to sit down, but in my head I'm like, bitch, if I sit down your chair is gonna look like the chocolate river from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So I just lean on the wall until my mom comes to pick me up. When I stand up off the wall to go to the bathroom my shit is smeared on the wall and the nurse looks at it and she's like, what the fuck? Was that you? And I was like, ew, hell no, and I run to the bathroom and my whole ass had shit on it, and when my mom picked me up I started crying because she asked what smelled like dog shit and she thought she stepped in something and I had to tell her it was my ass.
We all have that one kid in our class who always has to be right, or you're just lucky enough to get into a good class. Say, if they get something wrong, they'll go like, oh, I was gonna say that. Were you, Billy? Were you? Or, if someone else gets the answer right, they go, yeah, I was going to say that as well. Were you? Now, mate, were you? Oh my god, and we can't forget the teacher's pet. So, say if it was reading time and some kids were talking, you would go, shh, 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 shh. Boy, you ain't the teacher! Let the teacher do its job!
Once I was in online class. I got bored so I sang WAP. I sang the whole song at the top of my lungs and then I realized I was unmuted for the whole time. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. The whole class was laughing and recording and I left the meeting. I heard my mom scream my full name. That's when I knew I was in trouble. I thought my teacher snitched on me but thank God that wasn't it. She just told me to clean my room. Anyway, my teacher forced me to join back. She asked me what song I sang. Bitch, mind your own business before I take you to a retirement home. I told her it's a song called WAP. She asked me what WAP meant and I told her that I don't know. She went to search it up but then she would have found out the real meaning so I just made one up and told her it meant watermelon and pineapple. She said okay. An hour later I went on Instagram and I saw my teacher holding watermelon and pineapple with the caption, I love juicy WAP. Hashtag yummy WAP, hashtag WAP, hashtag WAP is good. All my classmates were commenting laughing emojis like you crusty bitches just shut up. My teacher emailed me and asked why people were commenting these things. Since she was my teacher and not my mom I had to be honest. I told her to search up WAP. I blocked her because I was scared as shit. When she found out she got really mad and I got suspended for 4 weeks. She dropped my grades to an F and I got pushed back to preschool.
One day me and my classmates were on a Zoom call with our teacher for science. We kept writing WAP in the chat and our teacher had enough and said, what is WAP? Why does everyone keep saying it? This guy in our class said it stands for work and paper. The guy said we were doing our WAP right now and our teacher said great. Our teacher then said, Jennifer, show me your WAP right now. We all started laughing and our teacher was confused. He kept saying, why won't you show me your WAP? We were all dying from laughter and our teacher got upset and left the Zoom call. We all sat there kinda speechless and we all just sorta left one by one after. And oop.
In an episode of Peppa Pig, their teacher takes them to a zoo. So they're all animals going to see animals that aren't wearing clothes in a zoo. Peppa Pig's teacher took them to a strip club.
If you're having a bad day, I just thought it'd be nice for you to know that a girl who used to be in my class posted a thing to her story that was like, oh, like, honest opinions about me, please. And she responded to her own story and said, oh my gosh, you're the Heather. Queen Heather. You are the main character. You are so pretty and talented. This would have been fine if she didn't screenshot her own response and post it on her and post it to her story with her username still clearly attached. It was so in character. She was like, oh my god, you guys, stop. Like, why does everyone think I'm the Heather? I can't do this today. Y'all know those popular girls who think they can sing, but in reality they sound like a supermassive black hole? I was paired up with one of them to finish a project, and Miss Girl did nothing. Didn't even type a single syllable. So I had to go out of my way and finish her part of the project. And so today she posts on her Snap story a video of herself singing, Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Bitch, you can go jingle your head into a brick wall.
If you can't relate to this video, I cannot explain how jealous I am. So remember in elementary school when the teacher would leave the room for 3 seconds and the class would all go recess hyper mode? Say, for example, Mr. James had to go talk to the teacher next door. Then, all of a sudden, the class would be running around, paper planes would be thrown around, they'd be screaming, and it would just be hyper. And then, when Mr. James comes back, everyone's teleported back to their seats all of a sudden, and they're goody two-shoes. What?
Are you sad? You know what? Don't be sad, because sad backwards is das. And that's not good.
Some teachers just really get on my nerves, you know? I don't know what planet they're on, but they definitely are just built different. Here's an example. When you need to go to the toilet, you politely put your hand up and say, Miss, can I go to the toilet? No, you should have gone at lunch. I'm sorry, Karen, but I can't control my bladder. You know, at lunch, when I'm eating and drinking, it gets digested, and then later on, I need to go to the toilet. It will take me 5 minutes at max. Probably not even 5 minutes. Considering our lessons are like an hour long, I'm sure that's not too much of an issue, is it? And then sometimes they're just like, okay, but you need to wait until so-and-so gets back. I need to go to the toilet. I don't care about talking to anyone. I want to go to the toilet. I don't care about that. What do you think we're going to do in there? Just sit and chat for the rest of the lesson? No. And then they're like, don't want you having a bit of a mother's meeting in there. Oh my god. And the scariest thing in school is when they put the I can't even say it, the name on the board. Ah!
I cannot be the only person that relates to this. But whenever you're doing PE outside at school, oh my god, I'm so girly. Sorry. The teacher's like, oh, it's not that cold and it's not that hard. Just run the 17,000 miles. Why aren't you run with us, bestie? Come on. Just take off your coat, stand up from that wheelie chair, because I might not know how to do it. So you're the teacher, you're supposed to show us how to do it. So why don't you show me, because somehow I just forgot. Tell me why people in my class are so energetic at like 8 a.m. in the morning. Okay, they're all laughing, having fun, whilst I look like an ugly rat. They're looking fresh as a daisy, just came out the freaking shower, and I look like, I don't know, I haven't slept in months. I also get cranky in the mornings because stupid school and my alarm interrupted my lovely dream with Shrek.
Will never, and I mean never, forget the time that we had a male sub in high school and a girl asked to go to the restroom and he said sure. So she grabbed something and he heard a rapper and he was like, oh, if you're gonna eat candy, you can do it in here, but you have to share with everyone in the class. And she was like, what? And he was like, well, I heard the rapper. And she whips out a tampon, shoves it in his face, and she goes, you want to share? Oh, girl,
Patricia! What? I've been wanting to tell you this for a very, very long time. What? Okay, you really want to know? Yes. Okay. You're adopted. What? No! You are. No! Yes. I'm sorry, but either ask mom and dad. Stop lying! I'm adopted, you are! I'm not. I chose you when we got to go to the adoption place. I'm not kidding. Yes. You're not my real sister. Pete is my real sister. My older sister.
One time my mom took me to a baseball game and I asked her if I could get some cotton candy. She said no, you are already fat. I was so upset I was ready to punch her. A few minutes later a player hit the baseball and it came flying at us. I ducked and it hit my mom right in the face. I started laughing and said ha 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 ha, that's karma bitch for not buying me the cotton candy. I noticed we were on the Jumbotron, so I started shaking my juicy thick ass and screaming. The medical people helped my mom and then we got thrown out. My mom was so mad. When we were in the car I was still mad about the cotton candy thing. I saw a piece of paper and a pen and wrote help me I'm being kidnapped and held it up to the window.
Girl, so I asked my teacher why we can't wear ripped jeans in school, and this bitch says because it's sexually distracting to the students. Huh? Bitch, who the fuck is sexually attracted to kneecaps, bitch? Who? Like, bitch, who do you know goes, damn, baby, look at them sexy kneecaps?
I can't be the only one where if you go over to a friend's house and you are starving, absolutely starving, but you're too scared to ask for some food because, you know, you feel like rude if you just say, oh, can I just help myself to your fridge and your snacks? But then the mum comes up and asks if you want any food. You're too shy to say yes or no, so you are praying that your friend makes the answer for you and makes the answer yes. But then she says, no, we're not hungry. Excuse me, Vanessa? When did I say I wasn't hungry? Excuse me, Vanessa?
One day I was playing Roblox. A few minutes later I met this guy in Adopt Me. We became friends. Then a little later we started dating. I gave him my number and we started texting. He wanted to FaceTime but I had to go to my grandma's house, so I told him I would FaceTime later. Either way I was a little nervous to FaceTime. Okay, anyway I got to my grandma's house and I decided to bring my laptop because I still wanted to play Adopt Me with my boyfriend. I noticed that my grandma was on her phone the whole time. She literally never goes on her phone. Like when I went to say hi to her she literally slapped me and told me to go away. Like, bitch, chill out, what did I do? Anyway I went to join Adopt Me and I saw that my boyfriend was online. I joined and gave him a free giraffe. A second later my grandma jumps 5 feet in the air and she screamed yippee yappy wappy hoo ha hey and she fell on her back. That was the moment I realized I was dating my own grandma. She got rushed to the hospital. A day later my mom told me she died. We went to her funeral. It was going normal until all of a sudden I hear the Adopt Me music coming from her funeral casket.
Is it just me? Like, when you're watching YouTube or like anything that has adverts, and an advert pops up and it's just like, writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically politically correct, but it's wordy and hard to read. It's like, no! I don't want grammarly! I can write! I can read! I don't need this! And then it has the audacity to be like, are you sure you want to skip this advert? Yes, I'm sure I want to skip it!
I swear, it can't be just me. You miss one day of school, and then the teachers let you go home early and it hasn't even been half a day. Ariana Grande shows up to teach your music lesson. There's a massive water balloon fight at lunchtime. All sorts of tea, nothing compared to what you've seen before. Movies in English. Along with a school trip to a theme park. You meet famous TikTokers and get their merch for free. And then you never hear the end of the day you missed again.
So you know when you're playing Roblox with your friends and they're like, oh, what game do you want to play? And you're like, oh, I don't mind, you pick. And they're like, oh no, I picked last night, you picked tonight. So you just pick a random game, let's use Murder Mystery, for example. And you're like, oh, let's play Murder Mystery. And then your friend's like, I don't like that game. Well, don't tell me to pick the game then. If you don't like the game that I want to play, don't ask me to pick the game in the first place if you're not gonna play the game I want to play. So then you suggest another game, like, oh, let's play Royal High. I don't like Royal High. No. If you want me to pick the game, you gotta be happy with the things that I tell you. You gotta be happy with the game that I pick. Because if you're just gonna say no to all the games that I pick, what's the point in asking me to pick? Chloe, I know you're probably gonna see this, and I know you're listening to this. I will come for you.
Oh my gosh, it is so annoying when you're in class, let's just say you're in a French lesson or something, but your teacher asks everyone a question, like who knows the answer to this, blah blah blah, like they normally do. So you don't put your hand up because you don't know the answer. And they're like, no, Samantha, I've already picked you. Sorry, I know you already know the answer, Erin. You look around and there's like you and 3 other people that don't have their hands up. And then she like, goes ahead and picks you. She's like, go on, you can tell me the answer. I haven't heard from you today. Maybe that's because I don't know any of these questions you're asking me. It's like, I swear sometimes they just get paid to annoy you. Also, another thing is that it's super embarrassing. You'll just look at them and be like, I don't know, sorry. Like in a really, really quiet voice. And everyone will just stare at you. It's like if I knew the answer, I would put my hand up.
I'm pretty sure my parents have very selective hearing. I would be there minding my own business, doing my own thing, right? And then I would hear my mom screaming my names from the bottom of the stairs. So I would go like, what? Really loudly. And so many times, but she literally wouldn't be able to hear me. Then I would have to go down and my mom would just be there asking, oh, what are you doing? But when it's like 2 a.m. in the morning and I'm calling my friends, whispering, barely making a sound, basically just breathing, she would already be storming to my bedroom, half asleep, yelling at me to shut up. How does this work?
I do not understand in the slightest how I can literally be falling asleep, right? I cannot keep my eyes open. But then when I actually get into bed and I want to go to sleep, I can't. I'm all of a sudden not tired. It's like I swear my days are backwards because I don't know how this works. It will take me like 3 hours to properly go to sleep, even though 10 minutes ago I was so tired. Sometimes it might just be the middle of the night and I will just still be laying there thinking about random things. Like how?
Roblox hacker. Stories be like.
Hi guys, so there's a new hacker call. I like dogs with mustard 8603. In 1869, she hacked. Raise a flopper, rat wash tycoon, and Shrek in the back rooms. When you join her game, this will show up. Creepy, right? And when you try to leave, she will start twerking in your face and sing your dad never came back with the milk. Rumors said that she looks like this. That's all the info I have. Stay safe.
Who remembers in primary school, it would be home time and all the parents are standing outside waiting for the teacher to let you go. And then suddenly a very, very serious crime happens in the classroom. Your teacher has discovered that there is one glue stick without a lid on it. She would say, excuse me everyone, where is the missing glue stick lid? You are not leaving until somebody finds it. Everyone is on their hands and knees, desperate to find the stupid piece of plastic. Like love. It's only a piece of plastic. Nobody wants to steal it. No one wants to sell it. It's worthless.
When my parents are sleeping, I am literally tiptoeing around the house, trying my best not to make a single noise whilst opening the fridge. But when I'm sleeping, my mom is vacuuming the floor, my dad is blasting the hockey or like soccer match on the TV, and my little brother's screaming his lungs out playing with his cars. Excuse me! Can I not get a moment of peace? Do you ever just think to yourself, out of all 8.7 million species of animals, why am I a human? I don't want to be a human. Why can't I be a dog or a cat and live my best life? All you do is eat, sleep, play, repeat. It just annoys.
We're over.
We're over.
Stay away.
We're over.
We're fucking over.
Ugly bitch.
Cry baby.
We're over.
Get lost.
I hate you.
I gotta tell you something.
Are you gonna break up?
No baby, I would never leave you. So what I wanted to say was that I'm gonna meet up my girl BSF.
Oh.
What? Don't be dramatic, bro.
Sorry.
Well, I better get going now.
Okay. Take care.
KK, bye.
And again. I need some music. Come in.
Hey girl.
Oh, hey. How did you get in?
Your mom let me in and I heard everything. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, Atlee asked. You care about me.
I'm always here. For you, okay?
Thanks.
Where is my bear? Oh, hey baby.
Hey, sure.
Okay, so what's the plan?
First of all, we will invite them to an haunted house and tell her that we have a surprise for her there, and then we will lock her best friend up, and then we will kill her and her best friend, so she will never bother us again.
Ooh, that's perfect.
Tomorrow at 9 p.m. BTW.
Hello?
Hey, it's me, Ivy's mother.
Oh, hi. Do you need anything?
Actually, no, but I want to ask what your name is.
My name is Xander, and yours?
Pretty name. Mine is Vivi. By the way, do you want to sleep with Alex at my house tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, then good night and sleep well.
You too, darling.
Want to do something?
I'm tired.
I can make you even more tired.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyways, I like you.
What did you say?
Nothing.
What do you mean you like me? We just met, weirdo.
I know, but my feelings can't resist. I've always wanted you since we met. I love you so much, and I will never stop loving you.
미안하지만 난 당신을 좋아하지 않아요.
아, 정말요? 어떻게 증명할 수 있나요?
Wait, you know Korean?
Yeah, so how can I prove it to you?
Do nothing alright?
But my love, it's the least I could do.
Stop your fucking flirty words before I crash out right now.
Alright, fair enough, Marie.
In mind, oh, I don't feel the same if he calls me that.
Fuck this. I want to call you my love. I really want to call you by that.
Oh, if it makes you comfortable, then alright.
Anyways, this bed is so cool we might need to test it out for a while.
Bro, what the fuck? You're getting more freakier, Cleo.
Do you have protection?
What the freak? Why would I use that?
Nothing, so anyways, do you know, Aria's a lesbian?
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, are you interested in her?
Kinda, but let's not talk about that.
Oh, well, I should go outside for a while.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Tanga ako talaga. Baka nagsiselos tong Cleo to.
I think Marie is a lesbian too. Putang ina, wala akong chance.
What are you doing here? It's cold out here. Get inside.
Go away, Marie. I need some time.
아까 말한 건 정말 미안해. 그냥 농담이었어.
I know, but still I fucking hate that you don't like me. I tried hard for you, but you fucking didn't appreciate my feelings.
I did, but I don't like you.
Alright.
Why are you being cold and rude to me? Just because I don't like you? Like Cleo, don't you? Have any respect for someone who doesn't like you?
Okay.
Fine, if you want to be cold to me, then let yourself be.
Fuck this, I shouldn't have done that. I just fucking hate it though she doesn't like me. Wait, where's Marie? Zion, what are you doing here? And where's Marie?
She's in my room, and why did you hurt her? She said you fucking don't appreciate. Her feelings on how she doesn't like you after you got rejected.
Yeah, and it pissed me off, and you know me. If I like someone, I don't want to be rejected.
Bro, don't you have any...
আজকে আমি বানাচ্ছি শিমলা মরিচ স্টাফড শিমলা মরিচ বানাচ্ছি আমি চিকেন স্টাফ শিমলা মরিচ আর একটা বানাচ্ছি আমি হাটহাজারি মরিচ দিয়ে আমি প্রন রেডি করছি একটা সুইট চিলি প্রন আর একটা যেটা আমাদের যেটা বোম্বাই মরিচ দিয়েছে ওইটা দিয়ে আমি রেডি করছি একটা বিফ কোপ্তা কারি শিমলা মরিচ দিয়ে একটা স্টাফ চিকেন বানাচ্ছি আর হাটহাজারি দিয়ে একটা ময়েস্ট চকলেট ময়েস্ট কেক বানাচ্ছি আর বোম্বাই মরিচ দিয়ে একটা কাটুরি চাট বানাচ্ছি দেখা যাক কি হয় আজকে আমি শিমলা মরিচ দিয়ে বানাবো শিমলা পুরি অ্যাকচুয়ালি শিমলার মরিচের ভিতরে আমি পুর দিয়ে একটা রেসিপি করছি যার কারণে আমি নাম দিয়েছি শিমলা পুরি অ্যান্ড আমি হাটহাজারি মরিচ দিয়ে একটা কুকি বানাবো হাটহাজারি জেলি কুকি আর হলো তার সাথে আমি বোম্বাই মরিচ দিয়ে প্রন দিয়ে একটা রেসিপি করব ওইটা এখনও নাম দিইনি ক্রিয়েট করার পরে দেখি কি নাম দেওয়া যায়
মেন্টার্স আজ বাক্স রহস্য এবং বাক্সের রহস্য উন্মোচিত হওয়ার পর আমরা দেখলাম 3 ধরনের মরিচ রয়েছে ডান দিক থেকেই শুরু করি ফেরদৌস স্যার আপনার 4 জন পার্টিসিপেন্টকে কি মনে হচ্ছে যদিও আজকে সবার জন্য মেন্টার্স টাইম আউট নেই
যেহেতু এটা টপ 10 এর একটা হচ্ছে আজকে হচ্ছে চতুর্থ দিন সো আমি মনে করি যে কি তারা অবশ্যই কনফিডেন্ট তাদের ওই জায়গা থেকে যে কোনো কিছু দিলেই ওরা হচ্ছে এটাকে ওভারকাম করতে পারবে এবং আমি সেটাই দেখছি সবাই সবার মতো কাজ করছে এবং খুব ভালোভাবে করছে আর নওশিনের যে ব্যাপারটা ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফটা যখন কেউ পায় কোনো পার্টিসিপেন্ট তখন কিন্তু তার মধ্যে একটা অন্যরকম প্রেশার কাজ করে ওর কাছে যখন আমি গেছি তখন ওরটা এবং আমারটা দুজন শেয়ার করেছি এবং বলেছি গ্রোসারিতে যেটা পাও তোমার যদি মনে হয় যে এর চেয়ে বেটার কিছু তুমি দিতে পারবা তুমি সেটাতেই চাইবা থ্যাংক ইউ
নাদিয়া নাতাশা আপনার পার্টিসিপেন্ট একদম আপনার চোখের সামনেই রয়েছেন খুব কাছাকাছি দেখছেন বারবার আমি লক্ষ্য করছিলাম কি মনে হয় আজ
আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে সে দেশি ফুডে কমফোর্টেবল এবং ওরকমই এক কোনো ডিশ বেছে নিয়েছে সুন্দর স্মেল আসছে পুরো থেকেই আমাদের মঞ্চ থেকেই সো আমরা মনে হয় খুব ভালো কিছু ডিশ পেতে যাচ্ছি
থ্যাংক ইউ নাদিয়া নাতাশা মাহফুজুর রহমান আপনার 2 জন পার্টিসিপেন্ট রয়েছেন সাফায়াত আর নিশাদ কি মনে হয় আপনার এরা 2 জন কতটা ভালো করবে আজ
যখন বলা হলো যে মেন্টাস টাইম আউট নেই তারা দেখলাম যে একটু চিন্তিত হয়ে গেছে তারপর যখন বলা হলো মেন্টাস টাইম আউট নিলে তাদের হচ্ছে যে কনফিডেন্সের নাম্বারটা কমে আসবে তখন দেখলাম যে তারা কেউই আর মেন্টাস টাইম আউট চায়নি আমার কাছে মনে হয় তারা সবাই খুব ভালোভাবে সুন্দরভাবে রেসিপি উপহার দিতে পারবে আমি আশা করি দেখা যাক কি হয়
নিশ্চয়ই আইডি সাতিয়ার আপনার একজন পার্টিসিপেন্ট রয়েছেন জুয়াইরিয়া যেটা আপনি গত পর্বে বলেছেন যে জুয়াইরিয়াকে দেখেন আপনি একরকম যেটা হয়তো করবে কিন্তু যখন ফুডটা সার্ভ করে তখন দেখা যায় যে অন্য ডিশ নিয়ে এসেছে সো আজকে আপনি কতটুকু কনফিডেন্ট জুয়াইরিয়াকে নিয়ে
অত বেশি কনফিডেন্স না বাট ওরা মানে জুয়ারিয়া যে স্পিডে কাজ করছে আমার মনে হচ্ছে সে তার ডিশগুলো নিয়ে কনফিডেন্ট এখন কী ডিশ রান্না করছে সেটা তো আজকে মেন্টার্স টাইম আউট নেই তাই বলতে পারছি না শুধু জুয়ারিয়া না আমি আদার যে 9 জন আছে তাদেরকেও দেখছি যে অনেকটা ইমপ্রুভ আর কি যে ওরা যে স্পিড নিয়ে কাজ করছে 3টা মরিচ মাহফুজ ভাই যেটা বললো যে 3 রকমের টেস্ট ঝালের ব্যালেন্সটা ওইটা যদি ব্যালেন্স করতে পারে আমার মনে হয় এই কনফিডেন্টেই ওরা আজকে কিছু না কিছু একটা ছক্কা মেরে দিতে পারে
একদম ছক্কা পেটানো বলে কথা দেখা যায় সাদিয়া তাহে 2 জন পার্টিসিপেন্ট রয়েছেন তার মধ্যে একজন গত পর্বের লোয়েস্ট স্কোরার সো লিনাকে নিয়ে আজ কতটা টেনশনে আছেন আপনি
যেহেতু লাস্ট পর্বে সে লোয়েস্ট স্কোরার ছিল আজকে যদি অনেক ভালো পারফরমেন্স না দেয় তাহলে এলিমিনেট হয়ে যাওয়ার একটা চান্সেস আছে আমি আজকে হোপ করছি তারা যাতে রেসিপি সিলেকশনটা ভালো করে আজকে মরিচ দিয়ে কিন্তু অনেক রকমের রেসিপিস হয় আমরা জানি বাট এখানে আসলে গেমটা এই জায়গায় যে তারা কোন রেসিপিটা সিলেক্ট করছে আর ব্যালেন্সটা কিভাবে করছে রাইট সো এটা যদি প্রপার করতে পারে তাহলে আমার মনে হয় আজকে সবাই খুব ভালো করবে
উই হোপ যে আজকে সবাই খুব ভালো করবে থ্যাংক ইউ
লেমন রাইস অ্যান্ড রুই মাছ দিয়ে যেটা আপনি থাই ফ্লেভার আনার ট্রাই করেছেন এই কম্বিনেশনটা খেতেও ভালো লাগছে রুই মাছটা খেতে ডিফারেন্ট লাগছে এই প্রথম থাই ফ্লেভারের রুই মাছ খাচ্ছি
চয়েস অফ ফিশ অ্যান্ড স্টিমিংটা একদম পারফেক্ট ছিল
এবারে চট্টগ্রামের উর্মি মাহবুব আপনার ফুড নিয়ে চলে আসুন
আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আজকে আমি করেছি ভাপা রুই আর হচ্ছে লেমন রাইস, সাথে আমি একটা প্যানা কোটা করেছি।
পান্না কোটাটা প্রথমে ট্রাই করেছি, এটা আসলে পান্না কোটা যে ধরনের হয় একদম ওরকম হয়নি। লেমন রাইসের মধ্যে লেমন রাইন্ড এত বেশি, একটু তেতো লাগছে, আর পিসটা ছিল মোটামুটি।
আমার কাছে আপনার পান্না কোটাটা ভালো লেগেছে, সত্যিই দারুণ। উপরের আপনার যে স্ট্রবেরি লেয়ার এবং ভেতরের হোয়াইট মিল্ক দিয়ে করেছেন, রাইট? মিল্ক অ্যান্ড নাটস মিক্স করে দিয়েছেন। আর লেমন রাইস অ্যান্ড রুই মাছ দিয়ে যেটা আপনি থাই ফ্লেভার আনার ট্রাই করেছেন, এই কম্বিনেশনটা খেতেও ভালো লাগছে। রুই মাছটা খেতে ডিফারেন্ট লাগছে, এই প্রথম থাই ফ্লেভারের রুই মাছ খাচ্ছি। এটাও ব্যালেন্স হয়েছে, মজা হয়েছে। থ্যাংক ইউ।
এটার টেস্টটা মজা,
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
এটার ফ্লেভার্স, ইট ইজ আ থাই ডিশ, সো অল দ্য থাই ফ্লেভার্স অনেক ইন্টেন্সিফাইড, লেমন জুস, লেমন গ্রাস অ্যান্ড গালাঙ্গালের ফ্লেভার বোঝা যাচ্ছে। চয়েস অফ ফিশ অ্যান্ড স্টিমিংটা একদম পারফেক্ট ছিল। হোয়াট আই ডোন্ট লাইক ইজ দ্য প্লেটিং। এটা আপনি, আই আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড ফয়েলে করা হয়েছে, বাট ফয়েলে প্রেজেন্ট করার কি প্রয়োজন ছিল? যদি করতেন রাইসের সাথে আলাদা করে দিতেন। আমি যদি এটাকে একটা প্লেট হিসেবে চিন্তা করি, রাইট, একজন সিঙ্গল পার্সনের জন্য, তখন রাইসটাকে এটার ভিতরে দিয়ে খাবো না এটাকে বাইরে এনে খাবো? দ্যাটস দি অনলি প্রবলেম আই হ্যাভ উইথ দ্য ডিশ, রাইট? প্যানা কোটাটা taste wise it's good, texture wise is also okay. The only problem I have is এটাতে আপনি আগার পরিমাণটা অনেক বেশি দিয়ে দিয়েছেন, সো একটা আফটার টেস্ট অফ আগার আসে। গুড ট্রাই। কস্টিংটা সব কিছু ঠিক আছে। রাইসে যে আপনি কস্টিং দিয়েছেন, দিস ইজ এক্সপেন্সিভ, এটার প্রাইস কই?
এটা যে ওই যে আমি অন্য লেমন থেকে মানে ধরেছিলাম,
এটা দাম ধরবেন না, আপনাকে সব কিছুর প্রাইসিং ধরতে হবে তো, রাইট? এখানে আপনি লাস্টে জাস্ট চাল 20 টাকা দিয়ে দিয়েছেন।
না, আমি লেমনটা ও মাছের জন্য যে লেমন এনেছিলাম ওখান থেকে ইউজ করেছি, দ্যাটস ওয়াই। আর আমি ওখান,
এটা একটা আলাদা প্রোডাক্ট না, এটার কস্টিংটা তো আপনাকে আলাদা করে করতে হবে, রাইট? ঠিক আছে, গুড ট্রাই, ভালো ছিল।
থ্যাংক ইউ রিমা বাবু।
কয়টা রেসিপি করেছিলাম। একটা হচ্ছে আমি নাগা পেরি পেরি চিকেন করছি, আর হচ্ছে ভাত হাজারি মরিচ দিয়ে হচ্ছে কিমা পরোটা করছি, আর শিমলা মরিচ দিয়ে হচ্ছে আমি একটা ডেজার্ট করব। শিমলা মরিচের ডেজার্ট? হ্যাঁ, আমি একটু মুখে দিয়ে দেখেছি, এটা ঝাল কম, যে কারণে আমি তখন চিন্তা করেছি যে এটা ডেজার্ট করব। এই জন্য আমি আলাদা করে একটা পুর করে নিয়েছি, নাটস নিয়েছি, খেজুর নিয়েছি, আর ঘিয়ে একটু গুঁড়া দুধ দিয়ে এটাকে একটা পুর রেডি করে নিয়েছি।
ভেরি নাইস, গুড লাক।
হ্যালো, রেসিপি কয়টা ডান করেছেন?
একটা ওভেনে, একটা হয়ে গিয়েছে, আর একটা আমি জাস্ট ফ্রাই করবো, বেক করবো।
চকলেট ডেজার্ট?
হ্যাঁ, আমি একটা চকলেট কেক করেছি হাটহাজারি মরিচ দিয়ে।
হাটহাজারি মরিচ দিয়ে চকলেট ডেজার্ট?
ঠিক।
ডিবেটের সাথে কি যাচ্ছে?
চকলেটের একটা ক্রিম যাবো।
কে দেখেছো?
ভিতরে সুইটনেসটা একটু কম দিয়েছি, আর এখানে সাথে যেন ব্যালেন্স হয়ে যায়।
গুড লাক।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
সালাম।
কি বানাচ্ছেন?
আমি একটা হলো স্টাফিং করেছি, এটা হলো শিমলা মরিচের, আর একটা হলো হাটহাজারি মরিচের হলো ইয়ে করেছি, শরবত করেছি, আর একটা বোম্বাই মরিচের, এটা আচার করে আমাদের বাসায়, বাট ওই প্যাটার্ন করেই একটু এটা ফুল ভরতে চাচ্ছে, এখন জানি না টক দিয়ে, এটা তেঁতুল দিয়ে। ঝালে মরে যাবো না তো আমরা? হ্যাঁ, না ইনশাল্লাহ, মানে টকটা ঝালটাকে কাটবে।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
কি বানাচ্ছেন রোশাই?
আমি হচ্ছে ভুটানের ন্যাশনাল ফুড এমাদাসি, হ্যাঁ, চিজ অ্যান্ড জেলি,
ওটা করেছি। আর হচ্ছে হাটহাজারি মরিচ দিয়ে আমি হচ্ছে একটা ডেটস অ্যান্ড নাটসের ডিলাইট করে উপরে হচ্ছে অরেঞ্জ আর ক্যারামেলাইজড সুগার আর হচ্ছে হাটহাজারি মরিচের একটা সিরাপ করেছি। আর হচ্ছে সাথে ওটার সাথে একটা স্টেরিলাইজ ক্রিম যাবে, যদি ওটা কমপ্লিমেন্ট করে তাইলে দিব। আর একটা করছি হচ্ছে ক্রিম দিয়ে টাং টুইস্ট শিং।
থ্যাংক ইউ, গুড লাক।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আর মাত্র 10 মিনিট বাকি আছে। এই 10 মিনিটের মধ্যে আপনাদের রান্না শেষ করতে হবে এবং প্লেটিং ডান করতে হবে। এরপর আরও 15 মিনিটস আপনারা পাচ্ছেন কস্টিং এবং কিচেন ক্লিনের জন্য। সো প্লিজ হারি আপ। বেস্ট অফ লাক। পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আমাদের বিজ্ঞ বিচারকেরা যেমনটা নির্দেশনা দিয়েছিলেন যে রান্না শেষ হবার পর আপনারা এক্সট্রা 15 মিনিট সময় পাবেন, যে সময়টায় কস্টিং এবং কিচেন ক্লিন করতে হবে। সো সেই 15 মিনিট শুরু হচ্ছে এখন। Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and time's up.
সবাই বলেছে আপনি সবার মতো নর্মাল ডাম্পলিং করতে চাচ্ছিলেন না। এই অ্যাবনর্মাল ডাম্পলিংটাই অনেক বেশি ওয়াও হয়ে গেছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম।
নারায়ণগঞ্জের নিশাত, আপনার ফুড নিয়ে চলে আসুন।
আমি করেছি রোজ ডাম্পলিং স্যুপ আর করেছি স্টিম রুই ফিশ আর সাথে দিয়েছি লেমন ওয়েজেস।
নিশাদ, সয়া সসটা আমার কাছে অনেক বেশি লেগেছে। আদারওয়াইজ ফিশের মশলাটা ভালো ছিল, কিন্তু অনেক বেশি সল্টি হয়ে গেছে। আর এটা মোমো ছিল, তাই না? হ্যাঁ, ডাম্পলিং ছিল আর কি। ডাম্পলিংটা খুব সুন্দর হয়েছে, খেতেও ভালো লেগেছে, দেখতেও সুন্দর, প্লেটিংটাও ভালো ছিল।
আজকে রুই মাছের কনসেপ্ট, রুই মাছের যে আপনার প্লেটিং, প্লাস সবাই বলেছে আপনি সবার মতো নর্মাল ডাম্পলিং করতে চাচ্ছিলেন না। এই অ্যাবনর্মাল ডাম্পলিংটাই অনেক বেশি ওয়াও হয়ে গেছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম।
আর এটার ব্রথটা খেলাম, মানে ডাম্পলিংয়ের যে স্যুপটা আপনি দিয়েছেন, পোর করেছেন, ওটার সাথে যখন ডাম্পলিংটা পুরোটাই মুখে দিচ্ছি, এটার মধ্যে প্রত্যেকটা ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস আমার মুখে লাগছে। এভরি বাইটস, সব কিছু ঝাল, লেমন জেস্ট অ্যান্ড এভরিথিং, সব কিছু আমার কাছে টেস্ট পাচ্ছি আমি। তো ডাম্পলিং খুবই ভালো। প্লাস রুই মাছের যে আপনার প্লেটিংটা, সেটা দেখেও ভেবেছিলাম যে অনেক বেশি টেস্টি হবে, বাট সামহাউ রুই মাছের ভেতরেও আপনার অনেক বেশি সল্ট ঢুকে গেছে। সো এটুকুই বলার ছিল, বাট দুটো সেভারি নিয়ে এসেছেন। গুড ট্রাই, থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
নিশাদ, ডাম্পলিংয়ের টেস্টটা মজা। কামিং টু দিস, রুই মাছটা ওয়াজ কুকড পারফেক্টলি, মানে স্টিমিংয়ের টাইমটা, রুই মাছ স্টিম করলে এত মজা হয় এটা আমি আগে জানতাম না। ইট টেস্টস রিয়েলি গুড, বাট সয় সসের ইউসেজটা আই ডোন্ট থিঙ্ক আপনি অ্যান্ড দেন বাকি সবাই এটা ক্যালকুলেট করতে পারছেন না যে আমাকে কতটুকু সয় সস ইউজ করতে হবে। সয় সস অ্যান্ড এটাতে ফিশ সস দেওয়া আছে।
হ্যাঁ
ফিশ সসও সল্টি হয়, সো সয় সস ফিশ সসে ফ্লেভার্স আছে, ইটস গুড ফ্লেভার, বাট সল্টটা অনেক বেশি মনে হচ্ছে। এগুলো জিনিস খেয়াল রাখতে হবে। দিস উড হ্যাভ বিন আ রিয়েলি গুড ডিশ,
থ্যাংক ইউ।
বাট সসটার কারণে এটাকে মার্কস কমে আসছে। ঠিক আছে, আপনার কস্টিং ঠিক আছে, গুড ট্রাই, ভালো ছিল।
থ্যাংক ইউ।